Are you aware of how your limiting beliefs are stopping you from doing things in life? We have all sorts of things we want to do, but then right on the backside of that, we have some limiting beliefs that will literally stop us from doing that new thing. Come on, let's get into it to see why these things actually affect us. So let's just say, for example, you have a limiting belief that you just can't get abs. It doesn't matter how hard you try, you just don't have the genetics for it, so you just don't even attempt. Instead of attempting, you kind of do the complete opposite. You eat fatty foods, you just don't do any type of ab training, all because you have in your mind that you simply can't get abs. Even though it's something that you genuinely want, this is a limiting belief of yours. And it's like, why are you accepting this limiting belief? Somewhere along your history, you heard this as an excuse from somebody, and it seemed like a viable excuse. Like, okay, yeah, I'm probably dealing with that same thing too, because you had put in a certain amount of reps without seeing any sort of change to your body, without realizing all of the things that really go into the people who actually have these six packs. You just went from your limited thinking, and that limited thinking that you had allowed it to be easy for that limited belief to just get woven into your nervous system once somebody just simply said it. They say, yeah, it's impossible for me to get abs because I have this genetic disposition and all of this stuff. And you were just like, so that's what I've been dealing with. Nah, that's not the case. You can get abs. Your abs may look different than other people's. Like, you might not be able to get a specific frame that you're looking for because that's dependent on genetics. But as far as just being able to get visible abs, just getting the fat off your stomach and having muscle showing, it's possible for you. But this is just an example of how we can limit our beliefs and stop us from doing the things we actually want to do. Or let's just say you want to get better at networking. You just want to actually get in the field and stop being afraid to talk to people. But you have this limiting belief that if you're the one that's starting the conversations, then you're just going to come off as needy or maybe seem annoying, irritating, and things like that. And it's like, where does this limiting belief come from, and is it even valid? Let's just switch the roles. Say you were walking through life, and then somebody came up to you and they had a solution to one of the problems that you had. You'll be like, whoa, you were just minding your business and somebody came with an opportunity that can actually help you change your life. You'll think that that was God. But yet you're feeling like if you were to be that same person in somebody else's life, they'll look at you as an annoyance instead of like a godsend. And that's the hang up that we have. It's just an inner belief. That same way that you'll be happy if they came and told you some things that'll help you out in your life, if you genuinely have something that you know or that you strongly believe will help change this person's life, then you should go tell them. Then the only thing stopping you from going to tell them is that limiting belief. You want to do it, but you're not doing it. That belief is limiting you. Or let's say that you have a limiting belief that people won't like the real you. So you walk through life with this mask on, not realizing that people could feel the inauthenticity. It's oozing out of you. See, limiting beliefs, they control us more than you can imagine. Because everything that you want to do, you would be doing had there not been this belief just planted in you. Wherever it came from doesn't matter. It's deeply rooted within you. So now it's not allowing you to do whatever it is that you want to do. It doesn't have to be your reality, but that is the one that you're currently living in. So it's just like we have to go through and identify what are these limiting beliefs that are stopping me from doing the different things that I want to do. And why are they there? And while you're going through this exercise, write them down, because when you can just see it on paper, like, I want to do this, but I'm not doing it because of this, you can just see how silly it looks. Like the whole thing about having something good that somebody would benefit from, but you're just afraid to go talk to them because you feel like you might come off as an annoyance. How? How are you going to be annoying to them? And okay, cool. If they don't want to talk to you, that's it. Just go on to the next. You don't have to internalize that feeling. Don't just try one time and just be like, oh, see, I knew I shouldn't have gone over there and did it. Nah, this is part of the game. If you want something, you continually work towards it. It doesn't matter what one person tells you. Somebody will say yes. As long as you genuinely believe that you can help these people, continue trying. Like if you have some sort of service or product or just anything that you feel like may be of use to these people, let them know. Don't just sit around on the information. You never know. You might be building a business partner, some sort of connection that'll help you out years in the future. You don't know how it can go. but we're stopping ourselves from just seeing how any parts of this could go because of the limiting beliefs. So identify the ones that you have within you. It can be with your abilities in the gym. It can be with your romantic relationships. It can be with just networking in general. Just figure out 3 areas of your life where you have limiting beliefs, and then try to figure out one reason why for each of them. So now you'll have 3 limiting beliefs and a reason for each one. And then you'll just be able to start looking at it and seeing, like, you can actually see what's going on inside of you. Just write it down. That's the first time you're making it tangible. So far, it's just been thought up until this point. But actually being able to see it on paper, you'll be like, wait, this is why I'm not moving forward? Because I feel like they might think I'm annoying? This is why I'm not moving towards the business that could possibly transform my family's lives? Because I may come off as annoying to these people? It's really just silly when you sit down and really think about it. I can't get abs. It's not in the books for me. God just said no to me. Most of the other people in the world, they can have abs, but for certain people like me, it's just impossible. We can't get them. It's genetics. But all of these limiting beliefs that you have, just really understand. Like, once you identify them, understand they aren't serving you. The only thing it's doing is stopping you from getting to that next part of your life where you genuinely want to be at. And as you're thinking about all these limiting beliefs, you can start to get jumbled on the inside and start feeling really stressed and maybe even shameful about them. But just know that that isn't going to make it any better. All the shame and the lower emotions that you could possibly feel because of it, just put those aside for the moment and take a deep breath. Actually take several deep breaths. Breathe in 5 seconds and breathe out for 5 seconds. Do that for 5 minutes, or you can breathe in for 4 seconds and breathe out for 8. That extended exhale will shift you out of a sympathetic state, which you probably are in if you start getting tense and really just bogged down thinking about all the different details of why you aren't where you want to be, because it is limiting belief that you just found out that you have. It's like, yeah, you might be in a sympathetic state, so shifting to a parasympathetic state would help you to just relax and actually see the options for what they are. Allow you to move instead of just being frozen in inaction. So once you figure out what your limiting beliefs are, after the breath, now comes the action. What are some actionable steps that you can actually take towards getting rid of this limiting belief? If it's the gym thing or the no abs thing, just understand you can get abs. So you have to prove this to yourself and to your nervous system. So you just have to get some sort of results. Just look at the different things that your nervous system isn't allowing you to do. Like, once you get a firm understanding on what your limiting beliefs aren't allowing you to do, then you can just do the opposite. Just do them. Understand that this is just a belief that you have. And also, on that note, understand that we aren't our beliefs. We're the awareness of these beliefs. Like the thoughts that we have flowing through our mind at any given time. You are not your thoughts. A belief is just a thought that you continue replaying and nurturing over time to the point where it's just embedded in your nervous system. So a belief is simply a thought. You are not your thoughts. You can shift out of whatever state that you're in, and you can do it via breath. Once you start moving in the direction that you want to move in, regardless of these limiting thoughts that you have going on in your mind, you'll feel a whole lot better about things. It'll be a confidence boost involved and just an overall productivity increase, because you would have just noticed, like, wow, I don't have to just listen to these thoughts. I don't have to just listen to these beliefs of who I am and what my capabilities are. I'm able to move forward regardless of those. Once you find that out, there's power in that knowing. It helps you start being a winner in life instead of just feeling like a victim. So just keep that in mind. Your limiting beliefs are just that, limiting beliefs. They're not facts. They're not set in stone. That's not the way life is. That's just the way life is for you through that current lens that you're looking through. But you can shift that. Do the reflection that we talked about. Just figure out 3 areas of your life where you have the limiting beliefs and really ask why. Get to the root of those. Consciously breathe as you do it so that you won't get too tense. And then really just come out on the other side, taking some action towards whatever it is that you want to do in life. I'm Brad, and this is LGTM Healing, where we get your mind right so you can go and get your money right. I'll see you next time.